A man chooses, a slave obeys. We chose the impossible. We refuse to allow the unwashed masses to be informed by Hollywood's trash. So here we are, standing up with a voice. We might come off as less than pleasant, but the point at the end of the day is that we will still use logic. We will still point out facts and show them to inform. We won't be complacent. Will you? Simply stand, comment, subscribe, tell us how you feel. We'll listen. The world has a voice. Stand up. Welcome to Logical Douchebags. And the show starts now. Lick it. Lick it good.
What was Kick-Ass 2 like, Todd?
Better than expected.
Yeah.
I went in very... We said high expectations. I kind of had low expectations.
I had semi-high... I had, like, medium expectations.
And, I'm going to go ahead and say straight out that, like, halfway through this, I'm going to edit in the final cutscene,
yeah.
Because, like, pretty much over half the audience that was there, not many people were left, and, I don't know. It's kind of the main thing I want to address right now, because I feel like they're trying to set up Kick-Ass 3.
Like, I don't know, I don't remember that, I don't remember anything like that from the comic books, so I don't know.
Oh, wait, we should probably say spoiler alert, because there's going to be spoilers.
There's going to be spoiler alert.
Wait, and then we flip on to Jade.
Woo! It was Kick-Ass. Okay, I gotta get on get supposed to.
You gotta get out of the sun, actually, because nobody can see your ass.
Okay, I thought it was Kick-Ass.
Start with the end credit. Let's start with the end. Like,
end credit scene was just kind of like...
It's funny. Oh shit, we're upside down.
But it's not
We're upside down, there we go. Or wait. Fuck, which way did you start recording this?
I think I started recording upside down. Does that mean that you're going to be upside down in the video?
I mean, it means that this whole thing's going to be fucked up, and I'm going to have to, like, switch it around halfway through.
Anyways, I thought it was good. I thought it was really good. I thought it was a good movie. I thought there was a lot of... There's emotional scenes. There was enough action to be able to, you know, earn the name Kick-Ass. I thought Jim Carrey got cut short a little bit. I know his character dies pretty quick in the comic. So, I mean, I wish he had more. It felt like he didn't really get a... He got that one scene where he, like, they took down that Asian guy, the Asian gang, and, like... I mean, that was his whole, like, scene where he got to be, like, awesome. And, like, but I'm glad that, like, Kick-Ass actually kicked ass in his own movie. I like the fight between the motherfucker and Kick-Ass at the end. It was all good. It was really good. It gets thumbs up for me. It's, like, good. It's probably one of the coolest movies I've seen all summer. So, yeah, I like it. I like that movie.
Hello? Yes.
Some help, please! The shark bit my fucking dick off like I got some water!
Well, now we know what happened. I liked it a lot.
I mean, I will generally say that I honestly enjoyed it way better than Iron Man 3.
Yeah.
I feel like as a sequel film, we really addressed everything that happened in the first movie and how to continue onwards.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I feel like this movie was too short. Probably about an hour and a half real running time. because there's a lot of trailers.
Mm-hmm.
We had a lot of character development, but at the same time, we kind of cut down on the action from the first film, even.
Yeah, a little bit.
There's not a lot of action scenes. The whole climactic final fight isn't much of anything.
I like the Mother Russia versus Hit Girl fight at the
It
end.
was nice, don't get me wrong, it was cool, but at the same time, we didn't really address things.
Yeah.
We didn't. We avoided quite a few of things. We avoided really Insect Man ever having a fight. We avoided, like, remembering Tommy getting a fight, which, I mean...
They got their little scenes, but that's about it.
Those two, I don't think they needed a scene. I kind of feel like we wasted Todd the whole film.
Yeah, like, he didn't really do anything. Because I think it felt weird because, like, his actor got replaced, so it was like... It kind of felt weird to me. I was like, it didn't really feel like the same guy from the first movie.
That wasn't my problem. My problem, and I'm going to be dead honest with you, is I really feel like they replaced him
Yeah.
for replacing him's fine, but then they just ousted the character, so he really felt out of place the entire film.
Yeah, they didn't really, like, give him much to do. They kind of gave him, like, a few little scenes, and then there's, like, okay, kind of like he got pushed to the side, and, like... And then, like, it was kind of predictable that he was going to go join try to join the supervillains, and then, like, he accidentally gave out Kick-Ass's dad, and all this other stuff. That stuff was kind of predictable. But, I mean, it wasn't like, it didn't make the movie bad. It was just kind of like, oh, I bet he's going to go join the bad guys now, and then he's going to screw up. And
Was the movie predictable? Yes.
some of it was predictable.
All
like,
of it. And I hadn't read the book.
I
But
liked,
it followed a very set path the entire way through.
I like the, I don't know, I like the action, I like the character development, I liked how they focused on Hit Girl a lot and they developed her character, I like what they do with Kick-Ass, I like how it got serious sometimes, so like, they're jokey, it was just still jokes, but there's still like, there's serious times, so like, you could take the movie seriously, and I don't know, I just like how they kind of toned down the whole nerd fanboy thing, so there wasn't a lot of references to comics, so I kind of like that, because then it makes it even more real, and how he's all like trying to save Red Mist or motherfucker at the end, and he's like, this isn't comic book, this is real life, and like, I don't know, it just felt like a very real thing, like real people could go out and do this, and like be real superheroes. That's what I felt like, it was very real.
I felt like we generally kept a majority of that offhanded feeling, though, the entire fucking film. The entire film, we still pretty much act as if... Well, yes, we try to make it seem like, yeah, man, real life. We don't really focus on real life as much as we act like we did the whole movie. And at times, definitely at times, they kept the same cheesiness that was in the original film.
Yeah.
It felt very much like a sequel.
It felt like a good sequel. I wasn't like... Sometimes when you go see a sequel to a movie, you can tell within like the first like maybe 20 or 30 minutes or even 10 minutes if you're going to be like, okay, this doesn't even feel like the first movie. But this one, it kept it like... It felt like a sequel. Like, I don't know, like for the first like... After the first 20 minutes of it, I was just like, okay, I'm good with this film. Like, I'm comfortable. Like...
There's a lot of serious repercussions from the first film, and we're discussing them. We're dealing with them.
They can't do too much. They can't do too much. Like at that point, like 20 minutes in or the 30 minutes in, I was like, okay, I like it. I'm loving it so far. So they can't do. They have to do something really ridiculous to fuck it up. And they did some. There was ridiculous things going on, but it felt like it belonged in that world. So it wasn't like, you know, when something ridiculous popped up, you were kind of expecting it. So like they kind of had a thin line. They walked a thin line between serious and like ridiculous comedy. So it was like it just felt more real. It's like the real superhero movie.
It did at times, but I don't know. There's this thing for me where being real and being fake kind of come into play, and this movie still doesn't really fall into like fuck ups and like general mishaps that happen. It all still feels like a film. It does, and sometimes Kick-Ass, at least as a film, is trying way too hard to act like it's in real life.
And they took like they changed it. The only thing I can notice that they changed from the comic book to the movie is that instead of Night Bitch getting raped and beat up, it's actually the girlfriend that he was with from the first movie. She actually gets beat up and raped instead. So I don't know why they felt like they had to change it. Like, I don't know, maybe that actress couldn't commit to all the time that they wanted her, or...
I mean, you actually read the whole comic, so do you feel it was better than the comic? Because I know a lot of people feel like the first film was better than the entire first comic set.
I think that they toned it. The only thing that they really changed is they changed that scene, and they toned it down. They toned down some of the violence. It was way more violent. Like the whole neighborhood scene was a lot more than what they actually did. Like there was more than just Mother Russia like kicking everybody's ass. They were shooting like people coming out of their houses, and it was like crazy.
I really feel like we actually didn't focus very well on any of the other villains besides her and Christopher Mintz-Please.
Yeah, it seems like it was just kind of funny because like the other two people were just like, oh yeah, we know why we pay her. Yeah, she's awesome, and it's
she
like,
gets paid that much? Whatever.
It was like
she's
Mother
really
Russia.
Worth it.
Yeah, it was like Mother Russia and the motherfucker. They were like the two ones that like kind of stood out. Everybody else was just kind of like, you're just there to be, you know. But
alright, my biggest complaint during the whole time was actually Hit Girl herself. I really feel like, well, yes, we worked on her, we kind of put her in too vulnerable of a state. I don't know if this happened in the comics, because I myself didn't read them, but I really don't feel like she would ever go into that 9th grade problems. I don't feel like she's the type of person to let anybody pick on her, yet we really ran the storyline of her getting picked on.
yeah.
And the Six Stick was funny, but was it a little too over the top?
Well, I think it would have been. I think that's just more acceptable than her just kicking everybody's ass and then she'd get kicked out of school and everything and like breaking girls' arms and stuff.
I mean, I understand fight on their level, but at the same time, the Six Stick was a little much. Do I feel like is it finalized? No. It didn't pull the Iron Man 3 bullshit where they tried to end this. It feels like this entire cast would love to come back.
It feels like there still could be a sequel.
I feel like even Donald Faison back as Dr. Gravity could happen.
Yeah, I think it could be really cool because even though like at the end like Hit Girl's all gone and everything, I think there could be like a badass like comeback where she's all like kind of grown up. She's like in her 20s or something, and she comes back and she's way more even like she's gone traveling the world like maybe like Bruce Wayne style, and she's got like even more martial arts training and stuff, and she's been like kind of crime fighting all around the world, and then she like comes back and and they join forces and stuff. I don't know. Like I know there's plans to be a third comic, so there's probably plans to be a third movie.
So final thoughts from me at least, and then we'll do yours.
Okay.
Generally, I'm pleased with the film. I am. I really feel like we could have done more with the uncle character and Christopher Mintz-Please becoming hardened by the loss of Javier.
Yeah.
Because that really feels like kind of an integral character in his like whole development.
Yeah.
And since we decided to keep motherfucker alive, I feel like there should have been a scene either already dealing with him or that's going to have to be the third film.
Yeah.
And comic book set too, since we're kind of running these hand in hand no matter what, and we're really just writing and one-upping the comics, I feel.
Yeah.
I feel like we basically set the bar as we're going to one-up the comics in a lot of ways, but at the same time, I feel like there was probably more development on each and every single one of these characters in the comic, and we could have expanded this movie another half hour.
Yeah.
Like, they could have toned down the budget somewhere, or put more of a budget in, and had a bigger blockbuster than they have.
Yeah.
Now I get it, you're competing against Iron Man 3, the Wolverine, and Man of Steel, but, I mean, okay, it's not hard to outdo X-Men Origins. Really simple. And as I keep saying with Iron Man 3, you're not doing that same fuck up if we're gonna just end this series because, you know, Robert Downey Jr. might not make enough money to come back. Let's be honest, people. I don't give a shit if you want to say, oh, he's trying to get more money for his coworkers. They need paid more too.
Yeah.
He doesn't have to do it for any amount of money, really, besides what he wants. And that's why Iron Man 3 feels like a proper send-off the entire time.
Okay, you got low battery. You just got a low battery notice.
Low final points against Man of Steel. Man of Steel didn't really feel like a comic book movie.
No.
For the most part, it felt like a let's act like Superman isn't Superman.
Yeah.
Now on to Jay, and then we're going to end this.
Okay.
Because I need to call the wife.
I don't know. Okay. Final verdict. I liked the movie. didn't really have any very much weak points. It was very strong. Like I said before, good emotional scenes, good action, everything you expect. You pretty much when you go in to see this, if you love the first one, you're gonna pretty much get everything you expect out of a sequel. So I mean, I thought it was good. I don't think it's really fair to compare it to like Man of Steel or Wolverine because it's kind of like two different like things. I think the people that made Kick-Ass 2 don't really worry about that because they know they do their own thing and they're in almost a completely different genre because even though it's like superheroes, it's not like the same thing as like Wolverine or Superman. So I mean, at the end, I think it's awesome. I think you definitely should go see it. It's definitely worth the money.
Thumbs up or down?
It's definitely 2 thumbs up.
2? I can't get a second one up right now, but
And
we're gonna say 3 thumbs up.
go see Kick-Ass 2, and that's it.
Seriously, it was good. It was solid. It was better than it had to be.
Yeah, I think it exceeded expectations. Like, definitely.